Welcome to this lesson on English articles. In this presentation, we will explore the three articles in the English language, which are a, va, tan, and the balai dala. These are small but very important words that we use almost every day. By the end of this lesson, you will clearly understand when to use each article and when not to use one at all. So let us get started. So what exactly are articles? Articles are small words that come before nouns. They help us understand whether we are talking about something specific or something general. There are two types of articles. First, we have the indefinite articles, which are a and an. We use a or an when we are talking about something that is not specific or not yet known to the listener. Second, we have the definite article, which is the gotozol. We use the when we are referring to something that both the speaker and listener already know about, or something that has been mentioned before. Also keep in mind that articles are generally not used before proper nouns, which are names of people, places, and so on. Now let us look at the indefinite articles, a and an, more closely. The most important rule to remember is that the choice between a and an depends on the sound of the word that follows, not the letter it starts with. We use a before words that begin with a consonant sound. For example, a dog, a pilot, a teacher. But here is where it gets interesting. We also say a university and a union. Even though these words start with the letter U, they actually begin with a U sound, which is a consonant sound. On the other hand, we use an before words that begin with a vowel sound. For example, an engineer, an elephant, an umbrella. And notice, we say an hour, because the H in hour is silent, so the word starts with an ow sound. Similarly, we say an MBA, because the letter M is pronounced M, which starts with a vowel sound. So always listen to the sound, not just look at the spelling. Here is an important rule to remember about a and an. These indefinite articles can only be used before singular countable nouns. A countable noun is something you can count individually, like a book, an apple, or a chair. These are all correct uses. However, you cannot say a books, because books is plural. And you cannot say a water or a furniture, because water and furniture are uncountable nouns. So whenever you want to use a or an, first check, is this noun singular? And is it something I can count? If yes to both, then you are good to go. Now let us talk about the definite article, the PMR. We use the me when both the speaker and the listener know exactly what is being talked about. One great thing about the KL is that it is very flexible. Unlike a and an, which only work with singular countable nouns, the KL can be used with any type of noun. You can use the with singular nouns like the car is fast. You can use it with plural nouns like the cars are fast. And you can even use it with uncountable nouns like the water is cold. So the car is quite versatile and works with all kinds of nouns. This is a very useful pattern to understand. When you mention something for the first time, you use a or an. But when you mention that same thing again, you switch to the for, because now both you and the listener know what you are talking about. Let me give you 3 examples. Example 1. I live in a house. The house has 4 bedrooms. The first time, we say a house, because the listener does not know which house yet. The second time, we say the house, because now we both know which house we mean. Example 2. I ate in a restaurant. The restaurant was very good. Same pattern. Example 3. A thief came to the house. The thief was tall and fat. Again, first mention uses a, and the second mention uses the be. So remember, first time, use a or a chon, or an. Next time, use the be. We also use the when we are talking about something specific in a particular context. For example, the car over there is fast. Here, we are pointing to a specific car, so both the speaker and the listener can see which car is being discussed. Another example, the President of the United States is giving a speech tonight. There is only one President of the United States at a time, so it is already clear and specific. So use the whenever the noun is made specific, either by the situation, the context, or because there is only one of something. Sometimes, we do not use any article at all. This is called the zero article. There are 2 main situations where this happens. First, we generally do not use articles before proper nouns, especially countries, states, lakes, and mountains. For example, he lives in Chennai, near Marina Beach. No article needed here. However, there is an exception. When a country is a collection of states or regions, we use the benjeshi. For example, we say the United States or the United Kingdom. Second, we do not use articles with plural nouns or uncountable nouns when we are speaking in a general sense. For example, he writes books. Here we are talking about books in general, not specific books. He likes sweets. Do you like rock music? I ate bread this morning. In all these cases, we are speaking generally, so no article is needed. Let us now look at a quick summary table that brings everything together. For singular nouns, you can use the indefinite articles a or n, as well as the definite article the. For plural nouns, there is no indefinite article. You simply use no article when speaking generally, or use the when being specific. And for uncountable nouns, same thing. No indefinite article. Use no article when speaking in general, or use the when referring to something specific. This table is a handy reference that you can come back to whenever you are unsure about which article to use. And that brings us to the end of this lesson. Let us quickly recap what we have learned. A and an are indefinite articles. Use them before singular countable nouns when you are not being specific. Remember, the choice between a and an depends on the sound, not the spelling. The choice is the definite article. Use it when something is specific, already known, or has been previously mentioned. The choice can be used with any type of noun. And finally, sometimes we do not use any article at all. This applies to general plurals, uncountable nouns in the general sense, and most proper nouns. Thank you for watching. Keep practicing, and you will master articles in no time.